Hello, friends and followers. So I may have found a short that I had in the 100V with 110 volt attaching to the secondary. I'm not sure. I got rid of that short. I still have high voltage in my secondary. So I'm actually using the Heathkit linear and the Henry linear in parallel and using those as a bucking supply to lower the power going into this thing. If I put 123 volts in this thing, it really has too much B plus. So anyway, I'm way under powered on it, but it's still running somewhat. So I'm just trying to see if I can make this thing transmit anything right now. So anyway, if I go down to line voltage, you can see my line voltage is way less than the center point. The center point is here. I'm close to center, but not quite. And maybe that's fine enough to run it with, just to test it. And I have to get a Variac type thing, but don't have that yet. At any rate, you can test the VFO pretty easily. It goes from 5 to 6 megahertz. So I have my trusty RTL SDR. This is probably like a service monitor for me. And so with RTL SDR, I can check the VFO. So we can take this thing down to 5.5 megahertz. There's 5.5 right about there. And here's the antenna right here. It's not very well done, but just a piece of jumper wire. So I'm just going to insert that into the VFO here, cavity, where the RF is. Just a loop of wire. That's all you need, really. And then take a look here, and you'll see that if I turn the VFO, you should see it tracking. So that's how to check if the VFO is working. You can see it tracking down there. And I think it should be like at 5.5 if the band's right in the middle. So yeah, there's the middle right there. So I think I got it lined up pretty good. So anyway, that's how you check if the VFO is working. This thing also has injection frequencies, kind of like a Drake. So let's take a look at these. And so 80 meters starts at 17.5 megahertz. So you can dial this thing up to 17.5. And there's a carrier right there. Is that from the VFO or from here? I want to measure down here. Anyway, I could put this loop down here. And yeah, that's from the crystal down there. So if I turn the radio off, watch what happens. It'll go off. And turn it back on. So that's how you check those. And if you go to 40 meters here, it goes off. Take a look at the crystal for 40 here. That's gonna be, what is it? 20.5 it looks like. Yep, okay, there's 20.5, nice strong signal. Let's go to 20 meters on this thing. 20 meters is this third crystal here, which is 27.5. So we'll go to 27.5. And yep, there's a nice carrier right there. So 20's working. Let's move it to 40. And that should disappear when I go to 40. Sure does. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 15 meters. Okay, we're on 15 now. So 20.5, now we have what? 27.5. Let's try that. Oh, we adjusted that. 27.5. What's the next one here? Okay, there it is. 34.5. 34.5. Okay, is that 34.5? 34.5, 33.5. Looks like 34.5. Maybe that's not working. 34.5. There's a little carrier there, but not much, huh? Maybe that's it. Boy, it's pretty weak. So I can see it there, but it's barely alive. What if I move the wire? Okay, well, anyway, moving on to the next one. Next one's gonna be 10 meters. And that one is what? That's 34, I can't, oh, maybe that was 10 meters. So what's this? So 34.5, I think, is 10 meters. Let's see if that'll work. That's why it was weak, it's the wrong one. 34.5, nothing there. Get back to 15 meters. And what is that crystal saying there? Just can't see it in there. Anyway, that's how to check these things. Just see if they oscillate and go from there. If you can even see them with the scope in. Or read the book and get the frequency that way. What's this last one here? I can't get the phone to lock onto it. Looks like 17 dot something, 17.7. That's interesting. 17.7 for 10 meters. .7. Okay, and oh, I don't see anything there. Anyway, it looks like a few of these work, so I would focus on getting 80 meters to work. This thing also has an 8 megacycle oscillator, which I don't think is working, so that's what I'll focus on. I'll go back to 80 meters here and focus on making that work. And again, that crystal is that first one there, which is going to be 17.5. And that's good and strong. So I have that working. The VFO is working. Let's recheck the VFO. Go down to 5.5. Okay, there's 5.5 there. Let's put the loop back in the VFO. And you can see the VFO is working like a champ. So that's what you want to see. All right, so maybe fix the 8 megahertz oscillator, get that one working, and maybe this thing will fire up. So what am I seeing with this thing right now? Without any RF coming out, I can't get RF out of it yet. What can I do with this thing right now? Not much. I can check the line voltage, as you saw, which isn't correct, but I'm running it low because I'm running too much B+, so it's running low. I can go to carrier here, and it seems to take power and dim itself. So I'm here on watts. If I go to carrier here and turn this down, I can turn this up and it will start to show the power input to the final, but I don't think that means anything. I think it means the final is sucking current, but I'm not sure why it's sucking current really, because it's not, I don't think it has any drive. I can't see anything coming out of this thing, so that's interesting. Anyway, that's as far as I got with this thing so far. I still got to work on B+, and I'm just trying to see if I can make it work with limiting the voltage using my linears as a bucking supply to keep the current down. So these linears are really on. That one has the light glowing very dimly. I don't hope it'll burn these things up doing this, but hey, when you don't have Variac and you want to see something go, use your linears. All right, that's about it from here. Hope you're having a good weekend. Have a nice day.